So I'm here to talk to you guys about depression. I feel like it's a big issue that a lot of us men go through. I can't think of anyone who hasn't gone through depression. Even all the big influencers that you guys enjoy watching videos have gone through some type of depression, or you know, I'm pretty sure you're currently going through some depression too. That's why you're watching this video. So I kind of want to talk to you guys about. It's very controversial, but I think that you know that there's actually a way to like cure it for the most part. Um, what I don't suggest is going to therapy. I know I might get some people saying that therapy has helped them, and that's good for them, but I feel like overall I think therapy is a waste of time and a waste of money, because really just going in there to talk about your problems to somebody else. And let's just be honest, no one really cares about your problems because everyone has problems. So you'll talk to them, they'll prescribe you some antidepressants, and then you just end up getting hooked onto those, like kind of like painkillers, and you end up in a way worse situation than you were when you were just depressed. Now you're depressed and you're an addict of pills, or because I feel like those, when you take them, your brain is thinking that they're actually doing something, and you might even feel like better, happier, but it's just your brain, you know, getting tricked into thinking that those pills are actually doing something to you. But I think that's further from the truth. You know, there's natural ways to actually like, you know, fix your depression. And a big one that I used to like, you know, fix mine or cure it for the most part was working on that one thing that's making you depressed. It could be, not maybe having a hard time talking to women, and that's getting you, depressed. Then work on talking to women. Go out there and talk to them. If, let's say for instance, you hate your job, it's a reason why like a ton of people are depressed because they hate their jobs. I was one of them. So I hated my job and I took action. I left my job, and I feel a lot way. I feel way better. I feel like back then I was hella depressed, but I, my brain was telling me like, you got to do something about this or you're gonna stay like this forever. I got tired of uh, working under somebody else's rules. So I left my job, and I haven't been working since. I do feel a lot better. Not saying my life is just perfect now that I quit, but it certainly helped me with my depression, and it could help you too. Like maybe you're trying to quit your job, but you're too afraid. You're very depressed. Um, Chances are, if you take action, you'll like minimize the depression. It won't go away completely, but with time, it'll actually like start to help. You'll start to feel a lot better. You know, you shouldn't really be focused on trying to be happy all the time, but it'll actually help cure your depression or get rid of it for the most part. You know, Start doing good habits like going to the gym. You know, Even if it's not like every single day, I go 6 days a week. It helps me if I feel I don't feel productive or don't feel like making a video. I'll go do a workout. I come out and I feel a lot better, because like when you're working on yourself, you tend to feel a lot better. Like if you're depressed or something, you know, just go to the gym and then you might feel better. That's what I do, to like help me cure that depression or feeling like I'm behind and stuff. Just replace your bad habits with good ones. Another one too is I feel like a lot of us men are depressed now is because we're lonely. We don't we're not getting women. Porn has become very uh, like extremely popular, and it's you can just hop on your phone and lay one off real quick, and that's the problem. We're sacrificing, you know, um, we're sacrificing like a small moment of enjoyment for like a long life of depression, and it comes down to because of you're watching adult content. You know, um, we tend to just want to do it at that time. So a lot of us would just end up doing it, but then we feel like shit after, right? I know you guys know that feeling of when you relapse, it just feels bad and you get more depressed. So if that's causing you the depression is you know fapping, then stop stop trying to go to that place where it makes you want to go and lay one off real quick. So like if you know you get triggered by going to Instagram, Facebook, whatever, YouTube, then back away from it. Leave that platform, leave it alone. Until that feeling goes away. Because sometimes we'll be scrolling and we'll see something out of nowhere and we get triggered. You know, even if we're out there at the gym, we see these chicks. They like to show off a lot, and it be testing us. I'm not gonna lie, they really be testing us out here. But what I do is kind of just go, like, I've been working on that, so like I'll leave that area and go work on something else, another body part like my arms or something, my legs. So that's what will help you, minimize that depression. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna fully cure it, but you'll feel a lot better. You know, your brain is telling you that, you know, you're living a shit life by feeling depressed. Your brain's telling you like you gotta do something about it, or you'll end up just being depressed all the time. Especially if you keep doing that same bad habit, it will lead you to be more depressed, and you'll take less action. You'll get complacent. You'll get comfortable, and that's very dangerous. I feel that's why a lot of people, they tend to hurt themselves because they didn't really work on that depression. They just let the depression flow through them, and I've seen it a lot with my old friends too. Like, it's bad. It's gone really bad, but doesn't mean that it's not curable or you can't do anything about it. Like I said, the reason why you're depressed is there's something that you're doing that's causing that depression, and if you work on solving that problem, like step by step, because you're not gonna solve it in a day or two. It'll actually like minimize your depression by a lot. That's what I did. You know, if I was having trouble getting women, then I would work on that, and surely, slowly but surely, that depression started going down because I started to get more confident. That's why I started going to the gym too. It helps with my confidence. It helps me feel better. When you're doing stuff that helps you tend to feel better. That depression goes away. You know, I know that the world is it's a very evil world and stuff, but that doesn't mean that you give up. There's some people who have just given up and then think that depression is something that's not curable. They were born with it. Oh well, I can't do anything about it. But I don't want you to be like that. There is a way, and I explained it in this video. Just just fix that thing that's making you depressed, and you'll be less depressed. There's a reason why. Like, you can say, "Oh no, bro, I'm just depressed, bro. Like, I can't do anything about it." No, there's something that you're doing or you're not doing that's making you depressed. If you're just sitting on your ass at the crib, you know, playing video games or fapping, obviously you're gonna get depressed. But if you start to work on those things that are making you depressed, you'll be less depressed. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Um, like I said, don't think that you need to go to therapy. I think that's a waste of time. You're, let's just be honest. They don't care. No one really cares about us. You have to care about yourself. So stop thinking that these therapists care about you. They just want your buck. They want a quick buck. I'm just being honest. A lot of them go to their house and do drugs. They're just as you know depressed as we are. So start relying on somebody else, to cure that depression. uh, you know Stop going on YouTube thinking that you're gonna watch all these videos and it's gonna cure your depression. You have to fix that problem that's causing your depression. I was depressed sometimes because I didn't have money, so I'm trying to get some money now. Like, trying to you know do different skills, trying them out, like videography, photography, because I want to get some money. you know and I know that if I keep working on it and I start to get money, that depression is gonna go away. Like, it's gonna start to slowly fade away the more that I work. But you can't let the gas you can't let the gas pedal off. You can't take your foot off the gas pedal, because if you do, the depression is gonna sweep back in. And like, if you're on a streak or whatever of no fap, if you start to like, oh, maybe I need to you know um let me just lay off one quick, you'll mess everything up. Then you'll have to like restart, and it sucks. But like I said, guys, depression is curable for the most part. Like I said, we're all gonna feel it sometimes. Life happens. Unfortunate events, but that doesn't mean we can't bounce back. That doesn't mean you can't do anything about it. you know there's not all hope is lost, but you have to be the one to take action. You got to start relying on other people to cure that depression. You got to stop relying on prawn, on drugs, alcohol, the club to cure that depression, because you can try to sweep it on the rug, but it's going to come back the next day. You can try to, you know, like cheat your way out of, depression, like by taking drugs or whatever, but it's going to creep back, and you're going to be in a way worse situation. So start doing the right thing. Start working on that thing that's gonna make you depressed. If it's alcohol, drugs, you know, lay off, like slowly. Slowly but surely you'll be able to overcome that what is it? That bad habit, and that depression will start to go away, and you will start to feel a lot happier. Better. Just small steps, guys. I know it's hard. We all have our problems, like I said, but if we you know step up to this depression that's going on, and we can beat it. It's gonna take some work, hard work and dedication to fix this depression that we have. Everyone has their own problems that lead to depression, but if you fix that problem that's make you depressed, you'll live a way better life. So just something that I wanted to talk about, because I feel a lot of us are going through it, through depression, um, especially with this new adult content stuff. It's all over that place. It makes it really hard, but I feel like I said, if we start to leave that step away from whatever it is that's making us depressed, or triggers us to get get depressed, to just stay away, as far away from it as possible. Keep your distance. The triggers that make you want to do the bad stuff, the bad habits. Stay away from them. Social media, toxic friends, stay away from them, and you'll see that your depression is curable. You know, like I said, it's not gonna be easy. Don't I don't want you guys to uh, stop watching the video, or after the video go back to your bad habits. That's not gonna help, guys. You're gonna get depressed again. It's gonna get worse. So do the right thing, and I'll assure you that you're gonna be living a way better life. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Um, Monday through Friday, if you guys are new, I appreciate you guys for you know joining the tribe. My channel. I already My last video was the real world course. If you guys want to check it out, um, it's a pretty great course. But I'm gonna be doing other videos as well. See what works, what doesn't. But hopefully this video helped you guys. With your depression, and maybe I stopped some people from going to a therapist, because you don't need it, man. Don't give them their money. Like, save your money and just work on yourself, and trust me, your depression will slowly but surely decrease. Peace.